All right, so today we're going to talk about a review activity that I like to do when we finish either a small section of text or something like a poem or an article, to make sure that you guys understand what you read and can explain it to someone else. So if you ever hear me call it the 4-part review, this is typically what I'm talking about. And we may modify it along the way, but this is the 4 different pieces that will be involved. So the first part is to write a bullet list. And bullets are very short statements of fact, so you don't have to go into tons of detail, but you'll put between 10 and 12 of those statements down and track what happens throughout the story that we're reading, throughout the poem that we're reading, but you'll have these concise statements to remind us what happened in whatever we read. So the one person may be responsible for the bullet list. The second piece is the visual depiction. This is something that you're going to draw. Okay, so if you are more artistically inclined, this may be something you want to do, but it should reflect the central theme or message or conflict of what we read. Okay, so it's not necessarily that you just draw something you like, right? But think about what we read, something that happened or something that the piece of writing taught us, and then think of a way to visually draw that. It needs to be colorful. If it's black and white, then there needs to be a reason for that. And everything in it needs to be purposeful. So don't just draw things to draw it. Everything in that depiction needs to be applied to the text and have a meaning. So that's the second one. The third one is a creative written response. So this could be something like writing a poem, a journal response, a story, like a short story, or something else that you might think of. It should reflect a speaker or character's personal insight. So if we are reading something with a character, maybe you put yourself in that character's shoes and try to write from his or her perspective. If it's an article, maybe you write from that author's perspective in a journal response. But either way, it's supposed to be creative and something that you create based on what you learned about the speaker or character. There is a minimum of 12 lines for that, just to make sure that you are adding enough detail. The last piece is called the ask and answer. So what you do is you write a burning question or a discussion question. So you will actually form a question, and then you will answer it in 6 to 7 sentences. So this is going to be something that when we share it with the class, it should prompt some sort of conversation from from everybody else in the room, okay? So the ask and answer is so you are pinpointing something that you would like to talk about further or something that you think we didn't cover, and then you are giving your opinion on it.